All right, so let me turn this fan off so you guys can actually hear me. Okay, so my intent for today was to film the entire workout because this is a big session that I had. However, about halfway through the session, I stopped filming because I forgot. I was kind of in it and I was fighting for my life. But first of all, that looks fucking cool. With this daylight savings, it's 5:30 and it feels like it's 9:30. But I will put everything that I did that I didn't show you right here. And I just want you to understand that a lot of people want something in their life. They say that they want something. However, they are unwilling to put in the work consistently enough and with enough effort and intent behind what they're doing. Or they do it for 2 weeks and it gets a little hard or it's not working fast enough, so they fucking quit. When in all reality, you have to be consistent and you have to be willing to do the things that most people are unwilling to do. If you want to be uncommonly great, you have to do uncommon action to get there. Also, for those of you who fear carbs but want to perform and want to build muscle, how the hell are you ever going to build muscle and perform and have effective training if you're not fueling yourself properly with carbs? And I'm talking to you and I'm talking to myself. I would not have gotten through that session without having carbs intra-workout. I had a little packet of Sour Patch watermelon and I also had a scoop of G1M Sport, which is the liquid carbohydrate with 20 grams per scoop. If I didn't have those things, and I should have had more because I was bonking on my run, I wouldn't have gotten through the session, and underfueled training is ineffective training. So right now, we're designing a beanie, and I'm trying to figure out, I have the design, I have manufacturers that I'm speaking to, but I'm trying to figure out if I want the logo on the hat to be 2 by 2 or 2.5 by 2.5. Literally half an inch is, I need your help. That's what happens when Stone comes home. God, that's terrifying. That Metcon was awful, awful, awful. So I need carbs really bad right now. And I wanted to share like an internal struggle that I'm having because that's what this channel is all about. It's about sharing the journey. And one of the things that I really struggle with is being able to fuel myself properly during my training sessions because of the fear that I have with these simple carbohydrates, which is so silly because I'm a coach and I've been coaching people for 10 years plus. But for some reason I can't take my own advice on these things. So I hired my coach Eric, who does my programming, to also do my nutrition because frankly, it terrifies me to have him do my nutrition because I know he's gonna push me really, really outside my comfort zone because he knows what I'm capable of. And that's exactly why I made the decision to switch over to him because it terrifies me. So right now, I'm gonna get some G1M Sport, which is a cluster dextrin simple carbohydrate by Bare Performance Nutrition. It's the best intra-workout drink in my opinion. It settles in my stomach really well, it makes me feel good. It has a good balance of electrolytes and really, really fast-acting carbs. So I'm gonna get that, and I'm gonna have a pack, a little Halloween pack of Sour Patch Kids because I have heavy front squats, some core work, and more conditioning work, and I need to be able to fuel that performance. And all of those carbs that I'm intaking isn't gonna be stored as fat. It's going to be used as fuel to help me perform, to build muscle, and to become the athlete that I want to become. What's up, vlog? So I have to apologize. I went a little bit MIA on this vlog because I can make a lot of excuses, and I will, because I feel like these excuses are relevant. Stone left on Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday morning, and it's now Friday evening. And honestly, when he leaves, I just get a little bit fucked up in the head when it comes to my mindset. But, you know, we still continue to do what we do. We do work, get on calls with clients. We're building the powerhouse mentality. We're doing all the business stuff, as well as training. That never stops, no matter how I feel. Regardless of how I feel, I continue to take action. That's the secret to accomplishing great things. But I got 2 packages, and I wanted to kind of show you guys what is in these packages, because I feel like it's important, especially on this journey of becoming an athlete, what kind of supplements that I have. Now, as I open these, the one thing that I want to remind you guys is that supplements are not needed in order to see results. They can be convenient, they can help fill gaps that are in your nutrition, but if your nutrition is shit and your training is not consistent and you're not sleeping, then supplements aren't going to do anything for you. However, they can definitely help with the process if you're following said process. But this is not everything I take. This is just what I needed and what I ran out of. I don't even remember what it is, to be honest with you. Oh, now I do. Okay, so this is L-carnitine. L-carnitine is an amino acid, and it has fucoxanthin in it, which is an antioxidant. Now, what L-carnitine and fucoxanthin do is they help to promote fat burning, because they help to replace fat in adipose tissues with energy. So honestly, I don't need a fat burner. Fat burners, in my opinion, are completely irrelevant. I use this because it helps with recovery, but more than anything, it adds flavor to my greens and my reds. I got the orange sunrise flavor, which I haven't had in years. So I'm excited to have that flavor back, because the greens and the reds are a supplement that I take every single night. It's a non-negotiable for me. And the orange flavor really goes well with the greens, because it gives it that acidity that it needs to cut the grassiness. Now this is my favorite supplement of all time, hands down. Digestive enzymes, and First Form makes really good digestive enzymes. If I run out of these, which I have, my digestion gets a little bit fucked up. So excited to have those back in. I take them twice a day with my breakfast and with my dinner. It just really helps you break down your food a little bit more effectively. So if you deal with any sort of bloating or gas or any sort of digestive issues, having a good digestive enzyme will only help you. And then I got some more Level 1 ice cream sandwich, which is the OG flavor, literally my flavor that I go to all the time for my Ninja Creamies. I use this as my Ninja Creamy base, and then I usually will add a little bit of another flavor to kind of mix and match it. But that's what I got there. And then this one is also from First Form. And it is just a restock of the Vegan Power Pro Bars. Stone and I just love having these, because the vegan ones, they feel good in our stomachs. The regular ones, I don't really like how they feel in my stomach. And they're kind of like little brownies. I like them if I have a sweet tooth and if I'm on the go. I usually only have them like once or twice a week, because I prefer to get my protein through whole food sources, but it's a really good option, really tasty. The macros aren't amazing for the size, but I think that it's really good for satiating a sweet tooth, and you can read all of the ingredients on the back. So the macros are 270 calories, 17 grams of fat, 23 carb, and 15 grams of protein. So not incredible, but again, it's better than having a regular brownie. cooking in the kitchen if you aren't also having a dance party and having your own concert, because when my husband's not home, I can do whatever the fuck I want and listen to whatever music that I want. Got my egg whites, got my sourdough toast, got my spinach in my egg whites, and now I'm going to also weigh out some banana, and that's gonna be the post-workout meal about an hour after having a post-workout shake. And I really hope that you could hear that clip, because halfway through the clip I realized that Gwen Stefani was trying to out-talk me here. But, you know, this is my fucking video. So right now what I'm doing is I'm working on some stuff, but I'm also watching BPN or Nick Bear. I love Nick Bear's YouTube channel. I've been following Nick Bear since he first started his YouTube, and it's been incredible to watch him grow, not only as a content creator, but to grow his business. And I learned a lot from just watching his videos when it comes to creating my own content, but also just like the stuff that he does with his own business. And it gives me goals and milestones, and it gives me hope, right? So let me pause that. What I'm working on right now is I have an idea to start videoing or filming the podcast, which I did for like 2 episodes, but now that I'm having more guests and it's like struggling to focus. I'm having more guests on where we're recording it on Zoom, so I figured I could just throw those up on YouTube. And I'm creating an intro for it, and it took me maybe 5 fucking minutes to do this in Canva. So if you don't have Canva and you're a content creator, or you're growing a business and you're marketing things, Canva, their premium version, so that way you don't have any limitations, is like $12 a month, and it's absolutely phenomenal. You can literally do everything on Canva. I create every single marketing video on Canva. I also use an app called CapCut to edit my content. But every single design that we do for the clothing, I edit it and create it all in Canva. So it's an invaluable tool if you're somebody who's creating content, creating designs, or doing anything related to social media and growing a business. Also, this cherry lime, this is the first time that I'm actually having it. I had a sip of Stones last week, and I couldn't believe how good it was, because most cherry lime things to me have too much cherry, not enough lime, but I think this has like the perfect balance. So it is now #1 for me. Like, this is my now go-to. This and the Swedish fish, but this is kind of like hitting a little bit more than the Swedish fish right now. So honestly, today I've gotten some work done on the laptop, but what I did is I just took an ice bath in our trough that we have on the back porch. I filled it up with ice, cleaned it out, filled it up with ice and water, and hopped in it for 3 minutes, and then I went into the hot shower for a couple minutes. And now I have this warm fucking Sherpa cropped thingy that I got from American Eagle, which is keeping me so nice and warm right now after that ice bath. But the reason why I did that is because my back is just aching, and I figured that the ice would help with the inflammation, and then the contrast would help with the blood flow. So I did that, and I'm really just considering taking the rest of the day to just fucking relax. And I think that it's something that I really struggle to do, and I think that a lot of people can probably relate to this, where you know you need to relax, you know you need to unwind, but you're almost looking for a more productive way to do it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to maybe take a nap, and when I can't take a nap, because I know me and I don't take naps, and my body doesn't know how to take a nap, I'm probably just gonna do a puzzle and just relax and have myself a self-care night so that I can really feel a lot better mentally. Because in the last video, I spoke about how I had a big turning point with my back, and while I haven't had a horrible moment where I injured it again, it just hasn't been feeling great this week. So it's been fucking with me really pretty bad mentally, and also not having Stone here doesn't really help. So I'm just gonna take a day. All right, so nap update. It's been 90 minutes and I have not napped. I've been laying here, attempting to nap. And while I failed at napping, at least I got to relax for 90 minutes. Kind of a win, kind of a not, but I need a snack. I need a snack. And no, I wasn't drinking that while napping, although I did have a sip before I laid down. So maybe that was like a counterproductive thing. I am who I am. Well, that kind of looks cool, right? But, I came on here because I was going to talk to you guys, and there's a dude, like, standing outside my fence, and I don't want to, like, start talking to the camera, but you know what? I don't care, because this is my house. Today's been a really fucking hard day. And, you know, I wasn't even going to pick up the camera and kind of voice this to the camera and the vlog, because I don't want you to come off to think that I'm complaining, but I'm not. This is life. Life is hard sometimes. A lot of the times, most of the time. But today's just been a really fucking difficult day. Like, I've just been in a lot of pain with my back. And I'm getting to the point where I almost feel like hopeless about the whole situation, because I'll have a really, really good week. And then I'll have a really, really bad week. And that was this week, a really, really bad week. And it's almost as if every time I start to see a little bit of progress, I get catapulted backwards. And it's really frustrating and it's really concerning, because this is such a big part of what I'm trying to do in my life. Is like, I'm trying to become a professional athlete, and it's really hard to do that when you continue to have setbacks with something like this. But I've just been dialed in, kind of doing client work for a while. I've been drinking an energy drink, my favorite flavor, so a little bit of happiness, playing Christmas music, because again, a little bit of happiness. It doesn't help Stone's not here, but again, I'm just voicing this to you guys because it's part of the journey. And I promised that with this journey I would be vulnerable and I would share everything. And right now I've cried a lot today, and I'll probably cry a little bit more, but I'm gonna call my mom when I go on a walk, and hopefully that'll help a little bit. But yeah, just wanted to share this part, because this is the part of the journey that nobody shares.